Hana the second time around. So this might suit the style of Jokerman.
Jokerman a little better. Yeah. What is the style of Jokerman?
I'm not sure yet. I have to wait and see if he plays like the same, a bit passive but gateway heavy style.
Yeah.
But
it's pretty cool. Passive gateway heavy. It sounds legit. So I'm thinking he could win. Now what I'm thinking is that I saw it with him with his few units. He wanted to move them a little fancier than she did. So I'm guessing he should take this with an early rush of some sort.
Yeah, that seemed to be his intentions with the proxy pylon in the base. But if it maybe place it outside the natural instead, just try to do a more standard 4-gate push, that might work.
I think he could get a I think he could get nice contain with that one actually. I'm not sure, but we're gonna see. I'm guessing we're gonna see her jump into basically the same build again, going for a fast command center, trying to get fast expansion and some stuff up. But the question is, if he throws that off, is she as comfortable with other builds? I'm
not sure. I mean, we saw Dash do the same thing 5 games in a row, and if he's been coaching her, then she might just play the same style. So that is a possibility, of course.
Yeah, and he definitely didn't change his style ever. He went through with the same thing all of those games. So I'm guessing the hope for Jokerman here is to try to find her out of her comfort zone.
Yeah, that has to be his goal.
That has to be his goal.
So do us the honors.
Oh, may I? Thank you.
May.
Oh, that's awesome. So in our top left corner here, we have our Terran player. Give it up for the girl gamer. A large warm applause for Flily. And in our lower right corner, the man who's going to joke us, I hope, and smash the competition on the other side with his unexpected 4-gate tactics. Give it up for Jokerman.
And a joker he is indeed. You want to know how I got these scars? I always think about that character when I hear about the Joker.
That's true, that's true. You want to know how I got these scars? I'm macroed. No, I was thinking something better there, but I didn't come up with anything. Dark Templars, could have worked. Yeah. I'm guessing, I don't know.
He's doing the same thing once again with the gateway, so...
Yep.
Doing a wall-in, interesting. You usually don't see that against Terran players. But you usually don't see 4-gate before Nexus as well, so...
No, you don't usually, very rarely see 4-gate in Nexus. And the question is, he sent out a very early scout, did he? No, it wasn't too early, actually.
No, after the gateway, it's fine. He would probably get in there before the supply bit. No,
he's not going to get in there. The supply po is going to finish right
this
before.
time she's not lowering it. So.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna. If there's anyone there playing the Day 9 drinking game, I'm thinking I'm gonna play that with our observer as well. He keeps flicking the sound and the music back on and off all the time here. He's looking angrily at me right now. It's okay. I like him.
I see.
Fair enough.
So, Jokerman is starting to mine some gas, and the gate cybernetics core is on the way, so maybe once again going for that early warp take. And but hopefully, if he's going for those sort of 4-gate tactics again, that he actually does something aggressive with them. That's my hope.
This time he actually pushes out with those units. He, if it takes his first force and actually pushes out with that one, he could really actually do some damage. We have gases play so far from a Terran Flily, and she's saving up for 400 minerals to throw down the expansion. It's going to come down any second now. Any second now, I'm guessing.
Well, she might just... there we go.
There we go.
And Jokerman actually took my advice there, and he places the pylon just outside the natural instead. So
just outside the natural, and it's... is it close enough to be scouted if he moves? If she moves out with anything, I think she will see it, but I don't think she's going to move out. So
we'll have to see this returning SV though. Only 10 HP, but yeah, that SV is going to see it.
That SV is going to see it. There's a returning
SV going to see it.
It is going to scout the pylon.
That's too bad.
That's too bad. He might be able to do something though. You never know if it's. And he wanted to stop it with his probe, but didn't manage to do it.
2 probes.
2 probes even. Yes, he had his initial scouting probe catching up to that one as well. Alright, so when she sends out a task force of Marines to take out that pylon, and that really shuts this down unless he puts up another pylon. But is he? No, he's not putting up any other pylons. He hit the probes though, so he has the possibility to put out the pylon.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. And this is... if you're going for an aggressive 4-gate, you usually want to place the pylon just before the warp take finishes. So, so you don't. This doesn't happen because you really don't have any units at all before that warp take finishes.
That is true.
And then it's so easy for the Terran just to move out and snipe it, as we saw.
Yeah. So his warp tech is finishing, and his forge is as well finishing. So how many gateways do we have? Is it a 4-gate forge again?
Yeah, yes, pretty much the same thing. We'll have to wait and see if the Nexus goes down as well, or if it's this time around actually going to try and kill her.
Those two workers are just like, hey, well, they found a nice spot to camp. And he's putting down the proxy pylon. And no Nexus coming down.
Yeah.
So this could be some actual aggression. What do you think from Jokerman?
Yeah, I think it could actually work, but no. Flily putting down the second bunker, and
oh, that's going to be a bit hard to.
You really need some good force fields with that to really deny the SVs from repairing it.
But the question is, does she have the SCV micro? Or
well,
micro enough?
Micro?
Micro.
You want to call that micro?
I would call that micro. As soon as you move a unit, it's micro.
Okay,
man.
fair enough.
Yeah.
This is just my Terran rage here as a Protoss player seeping through. I can't repair my units.
I can't repair my units.
The question is if he only has one sentry though, so denying those SVs from mining could be a bit hard.
Yeah.
He has a decent amount of units back in the main.
And he's got his +1 coming. The question is he waiting for his +1? What is he doing with that proxy pylon? It's maybe he's joking.
Yeah.
That's my thinking. It's a troll pylon, actually. It could be.
That pylon fills a role in the late game. It can warp in a couple of cellars and disturb the mining when the Terran pushes out. Also, you can see some medevacs flying over it.
I'm just hoping that it doesn't do the general Silver mistake, which is to just forget about the pylon. I've done that. I did that while I was back in Silver. I started actually StarCraft 2 from the beginning. I hadn't really played StarCraft 1 much at all. So, but you're an old StarCraft 1 Brood War dude, aren't you?
Yeah, I started playing around 2003, so. Yeah. Soon to be 10 years.
Soon to be 10 years. I'm a lot newer in it, and I really started from Bronze League. I started from the beginning with the Day 9 dailies and everything. Ain't not into it. Day 9 made me do it. So I've worked my way up the ladder, and I've forgotten my pylons. I've forgotten so many good pylons that I planted in people's bases, and I didn't warp in units. I hated myself, and I didn't play for another day, and so forth.
It's so rough to watch the replay and notice such a clear and easy mistake. But oh,
such a clear and easy
that's
mistake.
Why I lost.
Oh, one zealot would have killed her whole mineral line. Oh shit! I should have done that. All right, so we have an observer coming and a robotics bay. So he's really gearing up for some tech. But the question is she gonna push out and murder him before that happens?
She might. I mean, around this time is when she pushed the last time, just after the +1 was finished. She has the 2 medevacs on the way as well, so everything is lining up nice. He has the robotics facility, so let's see if he can make that Colossus in time.
The question is, does he have enough resources? He doesn't really have any mining workers at his natural. So we're waiting to see what is he going to put that money on. Is he going to build some workers, or is he going to put out a Colossus?
I hope he's going for the Colossus. He really needs it, to be honest.
No, he's going to need it a lot when this push comes, actually. And then we have the Comet Shields as well started, the +1 armor getting down, and she doesn't even care. She's like pushing. She's like, whatever, I'm pushing.
Pretty much the same thing we saw the last time, and Joker seems a bit too focused on building his infrastructure and not enough on actually building units from that infrastructure.
Oh, units, that's right.
He's adding a second robo and 2 more gateways, but you really need units to hold this push, and 1 Colossus and a couple of good force fields could have been enough to hold this, but now I'm not sure he can actually do it.
It's going to be hard. He has a lot of energy on that first sentry though, and he has 2 more now.
Yeah, that's true.
So the point is he going to be able to force field these Marines before they pop out up the ramp? Gets his Guardian shield up, and those zealots were moonwalking them there, I think.
Yeah, this game is just so good against Protoss with none and splash damage, but he did a good job there, focus firing the Marauders with the Stalkers, dealing that additional bonus damage against armored units, and pulling the probes. I think he will be able to hold it.
I think he's going to be able to kill all these Marines. with that soccer behind it, he's doing a lot of very good damage, and he's alive, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he held the push. And now the question is, how's this going to end? Actually, I don't think that worker-wise he's a little bit behind, and supply-wise, well, 107 to 42.
Yeah,
yep.
that's the telling factor between these two players.
That's the telling factor, and actually the point
seems
is
a bit more solid just because the fact that she can do two things at once: macro and attacker.
Well, that does help. Actually, you know, you don't have to do 8 things at once. In silver, you're up to 2. I think it's one more thing for each division or league you get up. So in bronze,
maybe.
In bronze, as long as you're able to build a gateway, you have a possibility of winning. In silver, you know, just by the other person scouting it and he figured out how to build a gateway, I better GG. And in silver, you know, you've got to do 2 things at once, and she's doing a lot of things at once, actually. So I'm thinking she's really trolling us here. I'm thinking she's like a low platinum player at least, pushing with this. And this is going to be very hard. He has a Colossus, but the question is it going to help? And
I think it is, because the medivacs are so out of position.
She misclicked her medivacs. And they're all hanging out.
No,
those medivacs don't!
What are you doing?
And Jokerman is slaughtering those Marauders. And that really didn't help. And the question is he going to get a medivac? He got a medivac as well. Whoa.
Not deciding to pursue, but
still.
Once again, he holds.
He holds, and he really lives up to his name, Jokerman.
Yeah.
He's putting down some epic gameplay right here.
He's trolling us.
He's trolling us so bad. He's at half the supply, but it doesn't even matter. He doesn't care. He's Jokerman, dude.
Yeah.
He's got this down.
At the same time, though, Flily taking the 3rd base, as shown. Even making it into a planetary just to be extra safe. She's so far ahead in the economy and the macro overall. So
extra super safe. Well, the point is she had 2 full, while doing the push, she had 2 full bunkers. She had turrets set up everywhere in case of Dark Templars. She's playing it so safe, man. She knows really all the macro positions. So the point is, I think that Flily so far is just, well, she's doing what Terran should be doing, which is macroing like pros. It's not as powerful as a Zerg, but if you know how to macro as a Terran, once you get past those 2 bases, your economy is going to absolutely boom.
Yeah, that's great. And Jokerman is lacking some in the economy. He only has 1 guy on gas on his natural. He's lacking some in probes.
He's also lacking pylons at the moment.
Yeah, getting supply blocked, and also forgetting the also important range upgrade for the Colossus. So not everything going as smooth for Jokerman as it could have, but he's still he's up to 3 Colossus, so those will help out a lot in the upcoming battle. Yeah,
well, you know, he's Jokerman, so I think he'll be fine. And here comes the push, and the question is, are these medivacs actually going to help this time? And does he have any? No, he doesn't have any sentries, so this is going to be interesting.
Colossus is tearing everything apart. The question is, does he have enough meat shields?
Does he have enough meat shields, or will these Colossus go down? And he writes, eat laser, and he holds! Jokerman, what the hell? And once again, these medivacs are like, what's going on? We're healing the best we can, and she has an insane amount of medivacs, man.
Yeah, she's up to 15 medivacs, and finally she realized that, hey, against these Colossus, maybe I need something else. So she starts the Viking production, and that is an excellent decision.
Excellent decision. And the question is Jokerman going to be able to hold? He's at half the supply again. But he doesn't care, man. He's Jokerman.
I'm starting to understand the rage against Protoss in the lower leagues.
You do? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I'm understanding the rage against Terran when they figure out that, oh, I can drop Marines and Marauders and stim them. And, you know, we're doing that at 2 or 3 locations at whatever. The Protoss players in the lower leagues have nothing to do because you have to micro 3 fronts at the same time. And you just don't do that in silver.
It's hard. It's hard for me as well.
It's hard for everyone. And she has a lot of... What does Flily answer with? Well, macroing like a pro. She's at, what, 3-3 coming up now?
Yeah, she's doing everything... really well. In the economy and macro part of the game.
Exactly.
She's keeping her money low, she's keeping up with the tech, she's adding starports and barracks, she's adding expansions.
Yeah.
She's really solid.
She's really, really, really solid. And, you know, with just going into, out of Silver League, you get there very well with solid macro and just aim moving. We've had some training sessions in the Duck clan with a Zerg player that I'm not going to mention the name of. She knows who she is. When, for a few games, I just sat beside her screaming, "Larvae jacked!" time and time again. And, you know, it helped, actually, with just an absolute ton of Zerglings and Banelings. You can just aim move a complete Terran base without any problems. Yeah. And now Flily's gathering up for a very scary attack.
Yeah, she's maxed out.
She's maxed out.
Once again, half the supply. Can Jokerman do it for the third time?
For the first
this time Vikings are in the battle,
yes,
so
and she
I'm not sure.
very well. And the Zealots get stuck. And we have the Vikings really tearing through the Colossus, and there we go. The power of pure macro. I don't really see Jokerman pulling this off.
No, the power of the bio, just steamrolling everything, and the addition of those Vikings was just what she needed.
Those Vikings were just what she needed, but the point is with all those medivacs, and she had a personal healer for every unit, so the question is, wouldn't she have done that? Possibly with the 3-3 upgrades, almost done of course, so 2-2 upgrades. She would possibly have rolled that even without Vikings.
Yeah, that is most possible.
Yeah. And of course, yes, B-Man is pointing, it's cool, I got this. B-Man is pointing out that that extended thermal lance would have been fun to have for Jokerman, but then again, he doesn't care, he's Jokerman, dude.
Yeah, he's just trolling.
He's just trolling us. So now Jokerman's going to go home and he's going to log into his master's account and he's going to boom some noobs after this. I think that's what he's going to do.
Most likely.
I have you right where I want you. In your base?
Yeah,
oh, is that a pickup line? I'm not sure. That's a really bad pickup line in that case.
I'm not sure.
Yes.
I mean, if you want to be in a position where you have 4 supply against 199, I guess
yes. Now,
that's not how I play it.
No, the point is she would really not expect him to come back from this.
No.
And where does he? Oh, he still has a third. Does he have any mining? Does he have any mining? Oh, he's got 2 workers, and he's he's chrono boosting that that Nexus. So Jokerman is by no means actually out of this game yet. Oh, no, and the Manor Command Center flying down. Hidden base, he goes. Yes, hidden third base actually. And the point is, what's Flily gonna do? Is she gonna find that base? I'm thinking so. We have a nice resources lost tab actually. 18,000 resources to 6,000. So, well, yeah.
That's rough.
I'm actually gonna give him a lot of credit. My question is, there's the game over, and
he didn't have a chance to GG because all his buildings died.
Yes, it didn't get a GG. We got a no, go away. That's almost the same. It's not as mannered, but there we go. That's the end of our silver meets silver matchup, and as we expected, it wasn't as close a match as with the Masters players.
Nope.
You talk about paper, rock, scissors in basically, or coin flips. You talk about that in high level PvP and so forth as well. But on silver level, it's a pure coin flip, man.
Yes, indeed. But it was interesting to see, and they had some nice moves. So
they had some really nice moves,
players.
some nice aim moves. Right there. All right, so we had an extremely interesting best out of 5 between 2 Masters players. A little bit more straightforward best out of 3 between 2 silver players.